F1 update. This just in. Barcelona didn't feel like preseason testing. It felt like the opening scene of a new era. Quiet garages, calm faces, engineers pretending nothing mattered, drivers repeating the same old lines. But under the surface, everything was shifting. Something changed this week, and the grid knows it. Lewis Hamilton didn't just drive a fast lap. He changed the temperature of the paddock. Final day, soft tires, low fuel, the kind of run nobody admits is a statement, but everyone understands is one. He crossed the line fastest of the entire week, and suddenly the conversation wasn't about testing programs or data collection anymore. It was about belief, confidence, momentum, redemption. After a brutal 2025 season with no podiums, no rhythm, and no connection to the car, this moment felt symbolic. Not just because of the time, but because of the body language. Calm on the radio, relaxed in the garage, comfortable in the cockpit. This didn't look like a driver surviving a new era. This looked like a driver enjoying it. For years, the ground effect generation of cars never suited Hamilton's natural instincts. His style was always aggressive, late braking, hard rotation, sharp throttle. He thrived in cars that moved, cars that danced, cars that fought back. The ground effect era punished that. It demanded patience, smooth inputs, neutral balance, aerodynamic stability over mechanical feel. It turned driving into management instead of instinct, and Hamilton never truly connected with it. But the 2026 generation is different. Less downforce, more movement, more mechanical grip dependency, more energy management, more driver input. The car is alive again. It moves, it slides, it reacts. And most importantly, it's catchable. Not just fast, but controllable. Not just efficient, but expressive. This is the environment Hamilton was built for, and you could feel it. Not in the lap time, in the confidence, in the rhythm, in the way he attacked corners, in the way he trusted the rear, in the way he leaned on the car instead of fighting it. Ferrari didn't just see speed, they saw alignment. A driver and a machine speaking the same language for the first time in years. Inside the paddock, the reaction was subtle but real. Engineers started watching, rival garages started whispering. Not panic, but attention, respect, awareness. Because this wasn't a random test lap, it was controlled aggression, precision, confidence. Ferrari, as a team, didn't chase headlines all week. No marketing hype, no dramatic statements, no loud claims. They worked quietly, methodically, data-driven, calm. The atmosphere in the garage felt different. Not chaotic, not reactive. Focused, structured, organized. After years of resets, leadership changes, strategy chaos, and internal pressure, something feels more stable, more disciplined, more composed. Not emotional Ferrari, not desperate Ferrari, not chaotic Ferrari, strategic Ferrari. But while Ferrari grabbed the spotlight, Mercedes played a different game. No glory runs, no show laps, no soft tire headlines, just relentless mileage, lap after lap, system checks, software mapping, energy deployment cycles, hybrid optimization, reliability validation. They finished Barcelona with the highest mileage of any team. That's not exciting for fans, but it's terrifying for rivals. Because championships are not built on headlines, they're built on foundations. Reliability, systems, processes, learning speed. Mercedes are building structure. They're not trying to look fast. They're trying to become unstoppable. Aston Martin is no longer hiding in the background either. Their 2026 car has become one of the most discussed concepts in the paddock. Engineers are paying attention. Designers are watching, rival teams are observing. The design philosophy looks aggressive, the architecture looks bold, the concept looks different, and Fernando Alonso looks dangerous again. Not loud, not emotional, not dramatic, calm, calculated, focused. The Newey influence is starting to show, not just in shapes and surfaces, but in philosophy, efficiency, simplicity, integration, balance. The car doesn't look chaotic, it looks intentional. This isn't hype anymore. This is positioning. McLaren are moving in silence. No noise, no claims, no bold statements. But inside the team, the confidence is growing. Oscar Piastri's feedback tells the story. Stable, predictable, trustworthy. In a regulation reset era, that's gold. Because when a car feels trustworthy, development becomes faster. Learning becomes easier. Performance comes sooner. McLaren aren't trying to scare anyone yet. They're trying to understand the machine. And that's the most dangerous phase of all. Barcelona wasn't about lap times. It wasn't about sectors. It wasn't about fastest laps. It was about survival and understanding. These 2026 cars are not simple machines. Active aerodynamics, energy deployment strategies, hybrid dominance, software-driven performance, energy harvesting windows, power management zones. This is no longer just driving, it's calculation, strategy, management, intelligence. Every lap is a decision. Save energy here, deploy there, harvest now, attack later. Defend systems, protect the battery, optimize deployment. Miss one calculation, and you're vulnerable. This isn't old-school Formula One. This is a new form of warfare. Drivers are no longer just racers. They're managers, operators, strategists, systems controllers. The smartest drivers will win before the fastest drivers do. Now Barcelona is over. The cars are heading back to the factories. Data is being processed. Simulations are running non-stop. Engineers are tearing these machines apart digitally and physically. Concepts are being validated. Models are being corrected. Theories are being tested. And the focus shifts to Bahrain. Because Bahrain doesn't care about hype. It doesn't care about narratives. It doesn't care about testing excuses. It exposes reality. Barcelona was the introduction. Bahrain is the truth. And from what we've already seen, one thing is clear. The old hierarchy is under threat. Comfort zones are gone. Safety nets are gone. Predictability is disappearing. The 2026 era isn't arriving quietly. It's arriving violently. The teams that adapt mentally, technically, and strategically will survive. The ones that don't will disappear into the midfield. Formula One didn't just change the rules. It changed the game. And Barcelona was just the first whisper of the storm.